My girl said, you still responding, so he feels like he still got a chance. And I understand what you mean, girl. I feel you. And from the outside looking in, I can understand, that some people may look at it that way. But let me break it down for y'all, because I like to break it down. Y'all know I like to talk. Now, y'all that know, like Deb and people that been around way longer, y'all done seen Tony on my live stream. We went live. We did a couple of videos first. So like a week or so later, I decided to go ahead and invite him up. Since he had did 1 or 2 videos with me and people started liking it, and they, they want to know a little bit more about Tony. And so I had him up and he got the crying and whatnot and stuff like that. So some of y'all know, y'all seen the skits. Y'all seen me do the long form content. Talk about how he was paying this woman bill and paying, in the course of so many weeks, he gave her $600. Now, all this is not to be talking about him like in the way of, oh my God, my husband is cheating on me. Why? I love him. No, I have not been with this man. And I officially told him, and he understands it, since 2020. We was separating before my daughter passed. But she passed, of course, that knocked things on the loop. That kind of like threw me. You know what I'm saying? And I was still, after like maybe a month or 2 after the funeral, I was still looking, but the area I was in, they wasn't going. I didn't have the 3 times the rent, and they looked at me and my income like, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of pushed it to the side, not like it's a done deal, I'm staying, but like, okay, we're going to just try to get along and slowly but surely. And I was looking at other places, and then I stopped, and then when he got to really start kind of like acting funny and tweaking a little more often than he was, then I was like, nah, we got to get out of here, because I don't want us to get to fight one day, or him and my grandson get into it again, because when he get to hollering at me, my grandson will come out the room and he'll be like, what you looking at? And my grandson be ready to tear his head off, and I wasn't finna have my grandson, getting in no trouble messing with this idiot. So I said, you know what, it's time to get out. Plus these kids can't thrive in this environment because it's really bad. The area is a Chicago land area, so anything that they will be trying to do in the near future, being that they are teenagers now and soon to be adults, it will cause them more grief than to stay here, because of the type of environment. If you know what I'm talking about, okay? So, but Tony knew. There's no way he's confused about that. He might be a little delulu. He has stinking thinking because he's a straight drunk. You know what I'm saying? He's been drinking since he was 16, and he has stinking thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I will admit that part. Yeah, he is a little lulu. But I keep him in line, baby. He know I ain't never gave him no indication that there was ever going to be a chance. So that's something he just wanted to pretend. He likes to play that nut role. You know what I mean? He has that selective amnesia by choice because he think he's slick. He thinks he's a finesser. But he knows, child.